I'm gonna link everything that I got in the description box this time, and you guys can save an extra 30% off when you guys use my code DEAL4634. Thank you, Temu, for sponsoring today's video, and make sure to use my code DEAL4634 to get 30% off your new favorite Temu products. And let's go downstairs and do the damn thing. Are you kidding me? This is my life's work. This is probably the peak of my career. This is probably the best thing I've ever done. I want this to be my legacy. Look at this plate. Does this not look like a restaurant level plate, honey? Okay, so on this side, we have a spicy seafood udon noodle. We've got mozzarella cheese that is slowly starting to melt in the middle. We've got these fried shrimps that look absolutely beautiful. And then we have hot pot crawfish. You know what hot pot crawfish is? You know how hot pot mixes just come with like a solid block of fat and chili oil? We just melted it and threw it in with some crawfish. So that's what we're eating today. And today we're talking about something that I'm so nervous to talk about. I'm shaking in my boots. I'm quaking in my boots. I don't even know how to act right now. I'm so stressed. You don't understand. I think I have like 10 new white hairs because of this. But this is the highly requested scandal of what happened between two AOA members.
Shall we eat first?
Oh yeah, can we eat?
Yeah, let's eat. Let's like
Oh,
eat before we get so deep.
Oh my gosh, I have my cute little plates from Temu. Where else would they be from? They have literally the best plates. Glass.
So are we supposed to
Ooh,
dip it in the cheese?
Oopsie, oopsie.
Okay, I'm gonna try crawfish.
Yes. You gotta get into the. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
crawfish with cheese.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, insane combo.
The crawfish is so spicy, but the cheese is so creamy. The crawfish literally tastes like hot pot. Did you just jack my... We also have some rice under the crawfish.
There you go.
Oh, for me.
Oh, the crawfish is so good. Wow. Illegal level good. I have some squid. Oh, there's seafood in there.
Yes, there's clams, squid.
This is amazing. Wait, what did you eat?
The noodles are so good. The perfect amount of texture in the udon. The noodles are bouncy. The seafood is perfectly cooked, not too fishy. Not fishy at all, actually. But the noodles, wow.
Wow.
But nothing beats the hot pot crawfish. Like, forget seafood boil seasoning. Okay, no, seafood boil seasoning is incredible. But once in a while, you need to switch it up, you know? Try hot pot mix. It's the soup mix, not the sauce mix. Although I think the sauce mix could be good, but like the hot pot base.
Today's food. Wow, Dana's missing out.
Squid. Dip it in the cheese. Oh. Wow.
Oh my god, this is so good. We should have like a party, just like eat food like this.
Put it here. Grab a bit of cheese with my noodle. Look at this. You might need to help me. I'm gonna be doing this.
I can't help you. I'm in the same pickle.
Look at this wonderful, beautiful, cheesy bite.
I think combine all three is perfect.
Have you heard of AOA?
No. No. Like, what generation are they?
They're like the generation of Sistar. Like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, they were one of the biggest girl K-pop groups. Like maybe second gen. 2020 and 2021 was a rough year for K-pop scandals. One of the biggest. This is one of the biggest K-pop scandals to date because of how incredibly detailed, how extreme, intense, just the sheer breadth of this freaking scandal. I don't even know how to describe it. It literally doesn't even feel real. There are Instagram posts, expose style, that were uploaded, leaked transcripts, Dispatch got involved, text messages between two members of one of the biggest K-pop girl groups of all time were released. It was an utter show. And like scandals in Korea don't really happen like this, you know? Scandals happen where maybe a celebrity is alleged of doing something, or maybe they cheated on someone, or they're dating. It's a scandal, and they put out these very polished, agency-led statements. This scandal was unfolding online like drama. Drama. There were new updates all the time. It was just straight drama. And the tides just kept turning. One point, one person is good, one person is the victim, one person is the perpetrator, and then it was a little storm, and then people started switching sides. And I think that this is the scandal that changed K-pop forever, or at least I hope it does, just in terms of how people react when they hear allegations of abuse. So let's talk about AOA. In 2012, a new girl group debuted at a huge K-pop weekly concert called Music Bank. This gets aired, I believe, every single Friday, even to this day, but it's just really great exposure. It's kind of like Inkigayo, where you have these massive names, massive K-pop groups come, they're dancing, they're having all of these sets, and then who called themselves AOA, or Ace of Angels. They performed their debut song at Music Bank in 2012. Unfortunately, not that many people cared. And that's not to say that they were talentless or that they weren't good at what they were doing. It's just hard to make it. And in just a few years, they would become one of the biggest names in the industry. K-pop is cutthroat though. The industry is not very welcoming to newcomers, especially because AOA wasn't even a group produced by one of the big three at the time. So now it's the big four, but back then it was SMYG JYP. They were produced by a much, much smaller agency called FNC. So they come out, they debut, they didn't really do great. And even afterwards, you know, there were members that kept dropping out of AOA. At first it was 8 members, then it became 5, and then it came down to 4. But FNC just kept pushing forward. They said, no, even though they didn't do that great, we still want AOA to make a comeback. They do. They get their second single out. It did way better than their first. It wasn't until 2013 that they released a song called Moya. And they had a big of a...
Moya,
like what is that?
What is that? What
Yeah, like what? Yeah. And they had a bit of a breakthrough. And interestingly, you know how in K-pop people release dance practice videos to their song? They called it the eye contact version. Their dance practice music video was them making eye contact while they were dancing with the camera. And I don't know, people really liked it. 2014 to 2015 though, that was their freaking year. They were one of the hottest girl groups in the entire industry. They were head to head with the biggest names like Sistar, maybe not Big Bang, but Sistar and all these other groups. They did these concepts. They had a song called Mini Skirt, a song called Short Hair. Their music video for Short Hair ranked 8 on Billboard's most viewed K-pop videos around the world at the time.
Wow.
So yeah, but I think Like a Cat, that song, Like a Cat, was like the symbol of their peak. It was ranked 1 on all the charts daily, even in Japan for God knows how long. They're freaking killing it. And then they start a social media reality show, and they had one of their first big scandals as a group. And it wasn't even collective. So there were 2 members, and all of the members were split up into different rooms in their dorms. It was just like a cute little YouTube show, basically, and it was 10 minutes, 10 episodes long, and they had this little segment where they would all guess a famous person whose picture would show up on the screen.
Guess the name?
Yeah, guess the name. This is like a thing a lot of K-pop idols do. I just saw BTS do one, okay? So you guess the name of the famous person when it comes up. What kind
of people?
Sometimes it's singers, actors, politicians. Sometimes it's historical figures, and that's where it gets really tricky. So they showed a picture of a very famous Korean activist by the name of An Jung-gun, and he's most well known for assassinating Japan's prime minister before Korea was annexed from Japan. This is like 1901 maybe or something like that. So needless to say, massive part of Korean history. He's a huge deal in Korean history. They didn't know who he was, which I think that part maybe could have been okay. Like, I'm sure people would take digs at them like, oh my God, they're so uneducated. Like, you didn't take a history class. But they were kind of joking about who he could be. They're like, maybe that's so-and-so's son, you know? And it's just, I understand why they might have done that. Like, people really did not like it, though. Okay? Yeah. Maybe they were trying to make the segment more entertaining. Maybe they were poking fun at the fact that they have no idea who this person is, who clearly is important if they're showing up on their screen. It just wasn't received well. They released a formal apology, and it just was embarrassing because one of the members, Soyeon, was an ambassador for the Korean Tourism Board. And people were like, you cannot be serious. How can you be an ambassador for the country's tourism board